What's up, everybody on Periscope World? This is KarlSchuckert, and if you're on the replay, thanks for hitting me up, and make sure to tap out some hearts. It's okay to tap out hearts at this point. Also, to make sure you share. This is going to be a cool little message. This is about a book that I read back in about 2005, 2006 when it came out. Definitely changed my thinking, and I think that a lot of books that were written recently, maybe they might have stole some of the stuff out of this book, because this book was powerful, man. Very powerful stuff. So check it out, guys. I'm in my backyard. I'm getting ready to go to Reno. This is beautiful South Lake Tahoe, and we'll get this message rocking. Get this message rocking, guys. So how's everybody doing? Where are you all from? Before we get started, where are you guys from? And are you excited to be here? Excited to be here? Check out my shirt, man. Check out my shirt. Right here it says, hustle with the money. Hustle with the money. You gotta be chasing it. Gotta be chasing it. So what's up, man? What's everybody doing in Periscope World? Hope you guys are having an exciting, great day, an awesome day. And I've got a fantastic message for you guys. And I also want to show you how you can win this Kindle Fire. I might actually give out a few of these. Melissa, Alberta, Canada, excited to be here. Awesome, man. Excited to have you here. Sarasota. Lisa Burgess is in the house. What's up, Lisa? How you doing? Boise, Idaho. The Blitzking Krieg or something like that. I can't really read it. Greenview. Where's Greenview? Is that like Texas or something? Awesome, guys. Awesome. Well, I definitely want to thank you for being here. Sweet. So stoked to hear you guys are having a great day too. And this is sort of your like afternoonish. San Diego, what's up? This is sort of your afternoonish motivation. Also want to give a shout out to, thanks for the view. I want to give a shout out to a book that I read back in 2005. 10 years ago, that actually changed my mind, changed my view of things, made me think about why hustling is so important. Because back then I was hustling. I was working for a corporate America job where I was one of the top regional directors and had multiple offices all over the place. Was working like 80+ hours a week, but you know, it didn't matter because I had a vision and I had a great leadership around me and I had a great product and I had a great system to follow, because these are the things that you need. These are like the building blocks of any business. Any true successful business has to have these building blocks, and they have to have leaders in the right position in their business. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into this. So yeah, thanks Lisa for inviting some followers and get a few more people in the room. So you guys know I love Grant Cardone, I love Zig Ziglar, I love Tom Hopkins, I love all the sales coaches and trainers. I've got a lot of friends that are sales coaches and trainers. They're on a smaller level, but they're growing. I've got good friends that work for great leaders all over the world and all over the country. And yeah, I love their stuff. Love their stuff. I love Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think that like everything started from there. I love the messages that Anthony Robbins speaks. I mean, talk about an amazing speaker. When he gets on stage, he just demands a presence. He like gets himself focused and he's in this presence. And everybody teaches like different things, right? And everybody has to stick out like they say, you got to stick out like a nail. But in other, you know, the beautiful thing about America is that it's okay to stick out like a nail, but in other countries, it's not, right? But here, we're about abundance thinking. We're about thinking bigger. Been reading that recently, Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, Think and Grow Rich is an awesome book. It was one of the first books that were introduced to me by entrepreneurs, and basically that book was definitely a mind shift, right? Especially some of the things that he talks about with like taking your like 5 or 10 people that you look up to the most and like reincarnating them into your mind. Like, what would they say if? Sometimes like answering problems or finding solutions to problems, I'll think about like my grandpa. He was an entrepreneur in Texas and he passed away a couple of years ago, but he was someone I could always call upon and get advice, get solid advice from. And he's a guy that became a multi-millionaire, was like a top 10 guy in Texas at one point, lost it all completely, then grew back up and then lost it all again at the very end. And you know, I'm able to summons him back up because I always I'll ask myself, what would he say, right? Or what would Abraham Lincoln say, or what would Muhammad Gandhi say, or what would Martin Luther King say? So yeah. Oh, cool. There's a female version. You know, I strongly recommend that what you read is like the 20th century or the 21st century because of the way it's written. Now, this book, you guys might think, oh, you know, depending on where you're at and this political thing, but just forget about politics altogether, because politics has nothing to do with business besides trying to control it, okay, or make it smaller, or, you know, make it harder to become a business person. But I think, you know, we have a chance, but it doesn't really matter. So just forget about whatever way you're swaying to. Just forget about it when I show you this book, because this book is not about politics. It's about why you need to be rich. okay? The book is called Why We Want You to Be Rich. And there's a part in this book right here that is going beyond winning and losing. Okay, now this is a formula of 5 things that every business opportunity, venture, anything, it needs to have this in it. Okay, it needs to have these things in it. And you can basically pull any of these things into it. It's leverage, control, creativity, expansion, and predictability. Okay, the problem is that sometimes you see a business, but maybe there's no leverage there. You got to understand what type of leverage is there currently that you can use. I'm going to get to that here in a second. We'll tell you exactly what the book is. The other thing is control. So is it something you can control all the pieces on the field, or is there other people in control, and whoever those people that are in control, are they visionaries? Are they people that have a great past performance, or are they people that have great potential and you could see it and you could back it behind them? The other thing is creativity, right? You need to stick out like a sore thumb with your message, or the product has to stick out very well in the market space. That's the thing, is like why people create polarity in their message, is because they're trying to show like us versus them. And it's the reason why we do this is because it's an attractive thing. Okay, it's the reason why marketers do that, us versus them. A lot of people don't like to do that because they feel like, well, maybe I could just be a chameleon to everybody, but it doesn't matter. You need to define who you are and then attract that type of audience. So that's just one idea. The other thing is expansion. Is it scalable? Can you move it out and expand it up? Is it scalable? Can you move it out and expand it up? The other thing is predictability. Okay, what predictability is knowing your numbers, seriously knowing your numbers in the business or the business or venture that you're looking to get into. Understanding those numbers, like understanding in the internet marketing world what EPCs are, earnings per click. So you would know that if I put 100 clicks here, I would make, say it was $5, I'd make $500 for putting 500 clicks there. Or like what your closing ratio is if you're doing one-on-one sales, or what your closing ratio is on that type of lead. Okay, those are the different things that you need to understand in your business, regardless of what kind of business it is. It could be MLM, it could be real estate, it could be insurance, it could be online marketing, it could be referral marketing or affiliate marketing, whatever it might be. It doesn't really matter what it is. Now, to show you what the book name is, and I highly, guys, by the way, I highly recommend this book regardless of which direction you are going politically, okay? Because this book is not about politics, okay? This book is actually somewhat anti-political, all right? This is the book, Why We Want You to Be Rich, by Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki. There's some very, very fundamental things in here that are very important to understand. I got this book when it first came out. This is the only book I've ever read, by the way, by Donald Trump. Okay, I'm not a huge Donald Trump fan. The only reason why I'm not, too, by the way, I think that what his message or whatever's going right now, it'd be cool to have someone that has a business aptitude. But the reason why I'm not is because he's all about having like this big ego, which works great for him. And he teaches people about how important it is to have a big ego. But I don't think you go further with people by having a big ego. So that's the only issue I have with him. But other than that, this book is seriously a winner, okay? This is a winner. A lot of books that I've read recently have a lot of these elements in it, and I almost kind of think that maybe they got some of these elements from this book, okay? Because this book talks about the economy, talks about how the economy is shrinking, how that opportunity for middle income earners or people in the country that are middle class are getting shrunk now because of automation and because of capitalism, okay, because of greed, and that also like there's way more renters than there ever were before. There's like tons and tons of hard facts on here why that's happening. It also talks about ways that you can be rich, ways that you need to think about, like Robert Kiyosaki, he goes through the 4 quadrants and stuff like that. He talks about all the stuff that he talks about in Rich Dad Poor Dad, but he uses the most important stuff, the most key stuff. So this is a book that I highly recommend, guys. If you haven't read this book before, you need to go get it, or you need to listen to it. I would read it because it has so much good stuff in here. Like, it has so many ahas and takeaways and stuff that you can actually use, or maybe even do both. This is seriously a good book. That's really all I have. I got to run into Reno here. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for the hearts. By the way, I'm doing a 1 million heart challenge right now. When we can get ourselves to 1 million hearts, we're going to give away a Kindle Fire. I'll ship this thing out to you. We're probably going to give out a couple of these, or we're going to give out some stuff, some other things. Whoever gives the most hearts, we'll count like the top 15 people or so, and we'll basically do a drawing for them, and then we'll do a drawing for everybody else. So the people that give the most hearts have the best possible chance. Now, the only way I'm going to know who you are is that you actually sign up. So what you need to do is you need to sign up. Where you can go sign up right now is win@life.us. Win@life.us. If you go to win@life.us, you can sign up, and in trade for your email address, what I'm going to give you is a top 20 productivity ebook that I use to skyrocket my business and trailblaze through life and literally just become a life crusher, okay? Because I believe that you can design your life. It's about the things you do today that will predict your future from 5 years and 10 years out. But you you need to start somewhere, guys. You need to start somewhere, okay? Because what happens is when you get to start today, you get to have a better life tomorrow. But you got to start today. You got to think about, what can I do today that is going to directly affect tomorrow? Can I do today? And every day is a start over. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Yesterday is history. Yesterday is gone, and today is today. Today is the actual point in time where you can actually bring activity into your life, whether it's bringing in knowledge or it's actually doing revenue generating activities, things that will actually produce you income in the future. And that's what I really want you to focus on the most, the highest, to find out something that either you're into, you're passionate about, or things that you know you can absolutely make money with. You know, I always teach this thing where I think that there's two different types of income. There's income that you know how to make, which may not be fun for you, and then there's income that's you're passionate about. But you need to do both until you can turn your passion into an actual business, before you can turn your passion into one of the extra revenue streams. Now, if you guys don't know who I am, I'll leave you with this. My name's KarlSchuckert. I'm an entrepreneur. I live in South Lake Tahoe. I believe in multiple streams of income, and I also have multiple streams of income. I like to teach other people about how to make multiple streams of income. I've got a background in sales. I've been in sales most of my life, but 15 years ago I did it more of on a professional level, and about 8 years ago I became a successful sales coach online. Okay, we've got a very successful sales training that we do online. So if there's anything that you needed to do, you can reach out to me. You can find me on Twitter @KarlSchuckert, or you can go to win@life.us, and I think there's an email address and a way to get a hold of me if you need to. I definitely appreciate your guys' time. Get motivated. I'm going to come out with some more today, probably while I'm driving down the road. And remember, you can only get these if you're hustling, and you're only worth your network is your net worth. And also too, I'll leave you with another tidbit. You need to carry money with you, guys. You need to carry money in your pocket, okay? You need to carry it in your pocket, because what it does is mentally it tricks you. Even if you don't have it, okay, go borrow it. Go borrow it and stick it in your pocket, okay? Because what it does is actually makes you feel like a little bit sense of what do you call it, competence, right? It gives you this sense of competence, like, yeah, I can do whatever I want. Okay, when I was a little kid, one of the most successful people I knew was a chiropractor friend. He was friends of the family. He would never carry less than $1,000 in his pocket, and every time I'd see him, I'd be like, hey, what's in your pocket today? And he'd be like, I don't know, let's see. And he would pull out thousands, okay? But it was something that he did, is the way he carried himself, because it put him on a new level. All right. Now, obviously, everybody always gets on me. Karl, why do you always talk about money? Guys, it's not about money. It's about the things that money provides you. Okay. It's about the things that money provides you. Do you think this view is about money? Yes. Okay. Everything is about money. Once you can master it, once you can master that game of money, you can master life, because you can get the things that you want. You can get the things that you're passionate about, and you can learn how to use the things that you're passionate about to make more of that money for you, so you can have a greater and better life style, and you can provide better for your family. Okay, so you guys are all awesome. Thanks for being part of the message. Thanks for sharing. For everybody that shared, Lisa Burgess, you guys need to follow her. Hey Lisa, if you're still on here, do you want to pop up your name or anything like that? People can follow you. Yeah, thank you for, again, thank you for everything. Lisa, if you're still online, I would love for you to just pop on some emojis or something like that, and then people can go back and follow you if you're still on. If you're not, totally understand. Maybe we'll catch you next time. All right, guys, heart it up, man. You guys are all about the hearts. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with that. Yeah, also too, this which day is it? I think it's gonna be on Saturday or Monday.